So right now I'm here at the Great White North Gaming Brawler. This is a regular club day that they have, and today is going on some 9th Age, of course, but also some Blood Bowling and 40K in the room behind me. What I wanted to do today is effectively talk about 9th Age and the meta in our area of Edmonton. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to the organizers of this event and then pick out some individual players that are doing 9th Age and talk about their experiences with it so far and share that all with you. So stay tuned for lots of snippets. Here we go.
Locally known as GWNG. I play vampire accounts. I like them because of the Blender Lord, according to everyone that I play against, everyone that knows me. But I got them for really cheap, really good deal. Glad I picked them out, and I've enjoyed playing them since.
Good. So tell us about GWNG and what you do with the Brawlers.
Great White North Gaming has basically come out with the Brawlers to allow people to have mini tournaments and local game days at a much lower cost instead of having to throw on the events themselves due to rentals and tables and all that kind of stuff. We have a good space running multiple formats and just give a really good solid day of people to be able to come out and play. Today we got 9th Age, Blood Bowl, and 40K as a prep for Out of the Basement.
Wonderful. Okay. And what part do you think that GWNG has played in helping grow the community of 9th Age in Edmonton?
As it goes for growing 9th Age, not relatively a whole lot due to the fact that 9th Age is still fairly new tournament-wise in Edmonton. But Phil, who has gone off to do his own thing, has done a really good job of bringing out events for 9th Age. We are looking at doing, Great White North Gaming is looking at doing a Triumph and Treachery event coming up early February, just have to get confirmed dates.
Wonderful. Thanks.
Good to go?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Phil Harless, a big 9th Age fan for the past couple months here.
And what kind of army are you involved in, and why? And why'd you choose it?
I started out collecting too many armies. Right now I'm playing Empire, but I have actually yet to play a game of it, but it is the army that I have the most painted for. But I also have Ogres that I'm painting, and I'm working on an Orc and Goblin kind of hobby. Mostly it's Empire, and I really like the aspect that there are a lot of different abilities that they can do, and they can play a lot of different play styles.
So tell us about what your involvement is with 9th Age as a community now.
So far, it's mostly been trying to get a gaming place, and then active events, or repeated events, at least that people can kind of plan to attend. With it being new and a little harder to attract some of the people that have never played Fantasy anymore, or previously they haven't played, there's no place for them to go like store-wise, so we're really trying to facilitate having games days, people can learn how to play, learning how to assemble an army, find armies, pick up bases that are hard to find, that kind of stuff. So mostly those kind of ideas, just groundworking for playing next year, I guess, or this 2017.
So what's your hopes for what that develops into in the future?
I would really hope to have kind of a booming tournament scene. I know a lot of people basement game at home quite a bit still, but I would really like events myself, and I really would like to see more large-scale events, like 20 to 30-person things. Maybe get some sort of two-day events would be awesome as well. And then like team games, different kind of formats that people would be interested to prepare for.
And do you have things already planned in the pipeline?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. In February or next month, we're going to be doing captains events. That'll be 8 teams of 4 guys each. So that'll be our biggest turnout so far for an 9th Age event that we've hosted. And then we're hoping to do more one-off doubles days, and then hopefully a single-player GT sometime in March, I think, as well. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Very excited.
Good. Thanks, Phil.
No problem.
Hi, I'm Blair Place, Vermin Swarm at 9. I mainly chose this army because I like the models, great models. My style, I just love hordes and hordes. And this community helped me because not many people played Age of Sigmar, so I actually was able to dust them off and use them again. That's why.
So how's this being involved in this particular 9th Age community help spark your hobby interest?
Just more games. Playing 2-3 games a month, and I'm usually play one every 3 months.
I guess I'm Sheldon Wassing. I play Eastman. Eastman are my favorite army. They're my first fantasy-ish type army that I picked up when I was living up in high level. And what attracted me to them was the fact that they're savage beasts. Their main job is to get across the board and mess you up as royally as possible. Especially also like these guys. These are fantastic models. Not as well painted as some of the guys around here, but look pretty decent. And what was the other question?
Well, the thought I wanted to ask you is, again, you live far away from Edmonton.
Okay, yeah.
So what is it about the 9th Age that compels you to travel 2 hours and a couple hundred kilometers to play games?
Because I usually get my ass kicked by my other player in Edson, and I need to expand the horizon so I can, get a few games and a few wins on. But really, it's mainly meeting new people, hanging out with like individuals. People who generally play this game are usually pretty good guys. So meeting new people, new walks of life, and always expanding, your social circle. It's always great.
Wonderful.
Hi, I'm Daniel Heintz. I play the Treadles, and I chose them mostly because I quite like the models, the way they look like, and their playstyle just fits the way I like to play.
Okay, so in all of your games of 9th Age so far, which have been several handfuls, what unit do you fear facing the most?
Well, after suffering a recent defeat by them, I have to say it have to be the Minotaurs. They're nasty.
Great. Thanks, Dan.
Hi, I'm Zach Bodner. I play the Lizardman army here. I first started collecting them probably 15 years ago, and it was really just the bright colors and the theme of the army that caught my eye and started me out collecting them. The freedom you have to paint them, there's a lot less of a strict color scheme that you have to stick to. They're lizard skins, so you can paint them any color you want. I've always just had a fascination with reptiles, so it was a pretty easy pick for me, and I've been playing probably for the last 15 years.
Right. So as a longtime player playing fantasy beforehand, what is it that really appealed to you about 9th Age that made you bring them over to this side?
It was really just how they converted so easily from 8th edition Warhammer Fantasy, and just kept the whole theme and playstyle. That's what really appealed to me, was the whole fantasy army playstyle. It feels like large-scale battles, where I felt that Age of Sigmar moved it to a smaller scale skirmish kind of game. So it was really just the keeping of the theme from Warhammer 8th edition.
Hi, I'm Emilio Sosa.
Yep. What's your army all about, and why'd you choose them?
Well, I choose them right now for a league. I'm playing Empire. I chose them because it's something different. I've mostly played elves in the past, and I wanted to give something with a lot of shooting and artillery really a try. So we're down to the humans and their cannons. Giving that a go.
Now, you're a guy who lives a couple hours out of Edmonton, so I wanted to ask you, how did you come across this community here?
Yeah, well, I'm originally from Edmonton, so I still knew a couple of guys that played in fantasy. And once the 9th Age started, I was actually pointed this direction by Timo Pete, Matt Lau, pointed in the direction of Andrew and Arthur and Phil, and contacted them, and it's been great.
Hey guys, my name is Arthur Oliver. I'm from Edmonton. Kieran's asked me to interview and ask a couple questions today, so I guess we're on to that. What questions do you have?
So, what's your 9th Age army, and why did you choose those guys?
I guess I'm playing Sylvan Elves, formerly the Wood Elves, and I just love the aesthetic of elves. And I love fantasy, and just I wanted to paint and model an elf army. And the Wood Elves are the most traditional elves. They're in the forest, they have so much green, they have bows. You can't beat that. Really excited to paint that.
So, you have been very involved with doing the Edmonton 9th Age League. So I want you to tell us a bit about that and how that operates.
For sure. So before 9th Age, I ran a 40K league in Edmonton. It got up to, 40 players. It generated a huge swell of players. And then I transitioned that to the 9th Age. And so you partner up with the store, and you open up this league, bi-weekly games, anybody's welcome to play, a little entry fee to keep people serious, and it just generates community because everyone's meeting each other and playing games and having fun, and then it compounds from there. From there you can introduce other tournaments, other events, and it just builds community better than anything else I know.
So that more or less answers my follow-up as what your aspirations were for what that league turns into. But is there any things that you have in the very near future that are worth mentioning here?
Well, absolutely. I mean, community is the biggest thing. You got to have people you enjoy playing the game with, and then after you compound that with the league, we built that into a couple tournaments. So the next one we have coming up is a captain's tournament, and it's February. I can't remember the exact date. 18th. But people have teams of 4, and I think there's like 8 or 10 teams registered. And it's just a team format. We've never had that here in Alberta, and I'm really excited for that.
Great. Thanks, Arthur.
Awesome, thanks, Hero.
So there you have it, folks. There's a bit of a look in at what goes on here in a small crowd, at least in Edmonton. So I'm kind of curious to see what goes on in your local neighborhoods for 9th Age. If you'd like to do a video response, that'd be super fantastic. But at the very least, use the comment section down below. Tell me a little bit about what goes on in your neighborhood and how exciting 9th Age is for all of you. Good night.